Hello, everybody. Welcome to our 9th day today of reversing desertification on planet Earth. Wow. Um, Coolio, let me actually read this other clearing today. It sort of feels like that is required today, or at least it seems like it's reading. So this is a clearing that came from Gary Douglas and Dr. Dane here at their New Year's or end of the year freebie that they did. So, what jails are you using to create the dominance of E equals mc squared to prove that you are a terraformist of magnitude in order to generate a different world that actually will be dominant as consciousness? Everything that is times a gazillion, will you destroy and uncreate it, please? Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine shorts, boys, perverts, and beyond. What jails are you using to create the dominance of E equals mc squared to prove that you are a terraformist of magnitude in order to generate a different world that actually will be dominant as consciousness? And everything that is, will you destroy and uncreate it, please? Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine shorts, boys, perverts, and beyond. What jails are you using to create the dominance of E equals mc squared to prove that you are a terraformist of magnitude in order to generate a different world that actually will be dominated as consciousness? Everything that is and everything you have not terraformed that you could, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine shorts, boys, perverts, and beyond. So thank you for being here. Let's get this process rolling on this beautiful day of ours. So use the palms of your hand, use your whole body, whatever works for you, whatever is easy, whatever makes you comfortable. Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine shorts, boys, perverts, and beyonds. And please expand out at the same time. You, the being, are infinite. So make yourself as big as the universe. Make yourself larger, 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 larger. You have no boundaries. You have no end. Please expand in all directions, spherically. Then also give your body some space. Space, space, space. And even more space. Now this process again is from Access Consciousness. Gary Douglas and Dr. Dane here came up with this process for the earth after listening to Alan Savory and his TED Talk, whoop, whoop, which you can find also. I post a link every time to a little page that I made that has Alan Savory's talk on there. And you can find some information on desertification. And Alan's point of view is that doing this regenerative agriculture is the only way to change things. And what do you know? What do you know? What contribution are we being right now to the soil, to the earth, to the entirety of the planet by running this beautiful process? Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine shorts, boys, perverts, and beyonds. Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine shorts, boys, perverts, and beyonds. And please allow this process to flow as dynamically as possible. Don't buy into the idea that you don't have the potency and power to step this process up even more. Please become aware of the changes that you are inflicting. And yes, I said inflicting. Some people do not wish for change. Some people want to hold on to what is. Change is scary for most people, especially if they don't know the outcome. Some people might ask you, if you tell them what you're doing, they might ask you, well, what's it going to do? You don't have to know the details. Just know. Please do know what you know about this. If you do know details that are changing from us running this process, by all means, be aware. To me, it's just a shift in energy. I don't know what that will mean. I don't know where this is going, but I will keep going. Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis, and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth. Apparently, I'm having word twisters today. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine shorts, boys, pulvets, and beyonds. Please, again, connect with everybody else. Everybody who is running the process, all the bodies running the process, please connect. Be aware we are creating an energetic web all around the earth. Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis, and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine shorts, boys, pulvets, and beyonds. Please step it up even more, meaning allow more of this energy to flow. Just allow it, ask for it, allow it. Know that you can. You can. Bigger, more, bigger, more. You can do it. Yes, you can. Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis, and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis of body and earth. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine shorts, boys, pulvets, and beyonds. Apparently, my body is making me stumble over the words to create some laughter. Please laugh. Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis, and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine shorts, boys, pulvets, and beyonds. I'm so grateful you are here and you are willing to change what is going on this planet. Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis, and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine shorts, boys, pulvets, and beyonds. Please remember to receive. Allow your body to receive. In gifting is receiving. Please also open the floodgates to receiving. Do not try to protect yourself from the awareness you have, especially when it comes to the planet. There's a lot of awareness that can be uncomfortable. Please still keep your barriers down. Just because you're perceiving the things that aren't working doesn't mean you're responsible. It doesn't mean you have to do something about it. But please be aware of it. Please receive. If it is something that is affecting your body in terms of the receiving, expand out more, give your body more space. Allow your body more space, more space. Create space between the molecules. Awareness does not have to hurt. Everything that is times a gazillion, please destroy and uncreate it. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, perverts, and beyond. Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, perverts, and beyonds. This process works on your body as well. And this has nothing to do with how much rain you're getting, or if you're living in an area that is wet. Desertification, unfortunately, can occur anywhere. It is really about the health of the soil, the capacity the soil has to absorb water, the nutrients that are being exchanged, the aliveness of the soil. Desertification can occur in really wet areas as well. It really just means that the soil is no longer what it could be. So please know for your body too. Has your body been desertified? So please recognize this process is also a contribution to your body. Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, perverts, and beyonds. And today I would like to try something. I have never tried this before like this, so just bear with me. So everybody, you And many, many, many other bodies have a zone of awareness. Animals have it too. The zone of awareness is a finite area around you where you're perceiving your environment. So it's not you, the infinite being that is as big as the universe and bigger and has no boundaries. But this is something where you allow yourself to perceive your environment. You allow yourself to perceive the space around you. The same is true for animals. Now, the zone of awareness can collapse and it can create all sorts of things that aren't working really well, like stumbling over things, not being aware somebody's approaching, things like that. So usually when we do expand the zone of awareness, we are with that body. It's not a process we usually do from afar. But so what I'd like you to do right now is you were just using your hands with all this energy running through it. So now just use your hands and ask your hands to connect to your own zone. And the zone originates in the head. You don't have to touch your head, but just connect to your own zone right now. And then ask it to expand. And please, let's be a contribution to each other, to expanding our zones of awareness. Expand. Thank you all so much for your contribution, for you being here. What else is truly possible? Let's meet again tomorrow, and please keep running the process. And please keep expanding your zone of awareness as well. Allow it to be as large as it can be. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We'll see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.